Thank you very much. So this outfit, you know, is when he called us all garbage. How stupid! What a stupid word. That blows deplorable away.
Your volume is down on your
Of
phone.
course, I thought irredeemable when she said deplorable or irredeemable. I thought irredeemable was actually worse, but deplorable seemed to catch up. But this garbage stuff blows it away. So I'm in this beautiful plane. I'm enjoying myself. I have a wonderful suit on. Garbage is the hottest thing right now out there. The hottest thing out there. Sir, would you like to drive a garbage truck?
Everyone on board.
Now we're about 30 minutes from landing. We had to do this pretty quick. I said, it's sort of cool though, isn't it? Because and I said, I think that's okay, but I don't feel comfortable wearing a suit. And
Here, hold this.
they pulled up this
I'm gonna check
garbage truck.
my
I don't know
phone.
how the hell they did it so fast. I have very capable
here.
people. They put a big sign on the truck. Did you see it? I think they showed it. Yeah. And then they said, sir, we have a vest. I said, well, should I leave my suit on and put it over the vest? But that doesn't look very good, right? That doesn't look good. So I said, all right, look, let me take it off. And then I actually said, I climbed into the truck, but so I said, how the hell do you get into this truck? It's way up high. It's a big one. This was a beauty. I said, you didn't have to buy it that big, right? You have to get it that big. They brought this brand new, gorgeous truck, wonderful driver. He looked like Cary Grant in his prime. You know that? This beautiful driver. And he drove that big thing up. And I said, man, this is bad because now I have all the cameras are all watching. Look at all the fake news. They were most of them. No, most of them, many of them were there. And I'm saying, oh boy, one little mistake with these guys and your political career is over. You can't even. So I said, man, if I don't get up there, this is going to be very embarrassing. These stupid people, they'll say, he's cognitively and physically impaired. And I can't do that when I'm alongside of this great athlete. I got to get up to that. So the first stair is like up here. I'm saying, shit.
Yes, this is live.
So I had the adrenaline going and I made it.
Let's go, Trump.
I made it. And then I gave a little news conference from the front of they asked their wise guy questions and everything. And then we drove about 2 feet. I got out, got in the plane. And then I got in the car and I'm driving over here and I have this still on. And I come into the arena and I say, where's my jacket? I want to get out of this stage. And they said, it would be unbelievable if you could wear it on stage. I said,
You're looking good, Trump. That garbage looks well on you.
and I said, no way. I got 25,000 people standing outside. I got all these people here. There's no way I'm wearing it on stage. They said, oh, okay, sir. I said, get me my jacket. But if you did, it actually makes you look thinner. I said, and they got me. I said, I want to wear it on stage. When they said I look thinner, I said, in that case.
He's funny tonight.
I may never wear a blue jacket again. I may go and they said that was the word, that was the key. Sir, you look thinner.
Tony wasn't funny.
So we had a little fun about a very serious
That was the
subject.
problem.
We had a little fun about a time where our country is not having a lot of fun because we're not doing well as a country, but we're going to be doing well very shortly. I promise you that. I guess you've been reading and seeing the news. It's big stuff. That's all they talk about now is the election. Boy, 6 days, 5 days. But we've set an all-time record in early voting, and the Republicans have set the highest record. They've never even come close. And for you that want to know, tomorrow is the last day for you right here. We've been doing great. This is a great state. This is always been good. Remember this, when you're getting ready to pull that lever, I gave you a boat contract just before I left. And this contract, you know where, right? I gave you, correct. I gave you, and you're building the most beautiful boat, and I'll tell you what, you're doing a great job. They're doing a great job, but everybody in the country wanted that contract. It's a big Navy contract, like 28 ships. They're really like yachts. They're like beautiful yachts with a lot of guns on them, a lot of guns and weapons. And I'm a guy, I love beauty. Oh, I love beauty. So I took that ship and I designed the bow a little bit differently. I said, it's got to have more of a point. It was like, and they were great. And they're building it, and it's been so successful. It's the most beautiful thing. But I took a lot of heat from other states because everybody wanted that contract. One of the biggest contracts we've given out in a long time for ships.
Steve Suspect.
And they're doing a great job. But you better remember, Wisconsin, I gave it to you. I wanted to give it to you. No, I'm a very visual person. I'm very visual. I don't know if that's good or bad, but it's can't help that. And I sort of wanted to redesign it a little bit, and we did, and they were great. They said, well, that's good. And then they looked, they said, you're right, this does look better. It's gorgeous, it's really good. So tomorrow is the last day to request a mail-in ballot, and you still have a few more days to do early in-person voting, but the main thing is to get everyone out and vote, vote, vote. We're gonna vote, vote, vote. And, we've had tremendous crowds. I've been up here probably 4 or 5 times already. You got me working, Wisconsin. I mean, what the hell do I need this for, right? Do I need this? If it wasn't for bread, I would not have done this, okay? No, but look. I've been up here 4 or 5 times. We had one area, small area, beautiful area actually, but small, and they wouldn't give us enough Secret Service. We had 71,000 people. We ended up in a room with 900. So we have 71,000 people. You saw that about a month ago. 71,000 people. I had a room like a basketball court for 900 because they don't want to take care of us. But it's been getting better and better. It's a little dangerous being president, I will tell you. I didn't think about that. But I could tell the story that a race car driver, a race car driver, 1% of 1%, right? 0.1%, but 1% of 1%. Very little. Bull riders, I think that's a slightly dangerous profession. A little bit more than a race car driver, but very little. Much less than 1%. The president, I don't want to tell you the percentage, but this is a very dangerous profession. And if I had to do it again, I would have done it every single time because we're going to make America great again. And if we win Wisconsin, I don't know if you know, it's very important. You're a very political state, actually. But if we win Wisconsin, we win the whole thing. We're going to win the whole thing. And we've always done well up here, so it's great, and we love it, and we love being here, actually. So together we're going to defeat Kamala Harris, and we're going to win back that beautiful White House, and it's going to happen very quickly. And if you think of it, Kamala Harris cast the deciding votes that launched the worst inflation in the history of our country. She cost the typical American family over $30,000 in higher prices, and now Kamala wants to raise the typical family's taxes by $3,000 a year. Congratulations. But if I win, we will rapidly defeat inflation and I will make America affordable again. We're going to make it affordable. We've got to bring those costs down. They call it groceries. Bacon, lettuce, tomato, everything is so much higher than it ever was. And we're going to bring that down. And we're going to do it very simply. We're going to drill, baby, drill. We're going to bring the energy down and everything's going to come down. I will massively cut taxes for workers and small businesses all over the country. And we're going to have something that really has turned out to be quite good. You know, in Nevada, we're winning. In Arizona, we're winning by a lot. We just got to, I won't tell you which ones, but in certain states, they've already pulled their advertising because they don't want to waste it. They were so far ahead. They were so far ahead. So we're going to get the taxes down and she's raising the taxes, remember that. Everything she says is a lie. She lies. If I say, look, you all know I'm a big fracker, okay? I never said we won't frack. I'm a driller.
Not worshiping anyone. You're the one
She's not a
worshiping.
fracker.
Seems to be on your mind a lot.
She doesn't want to frack. It's the exact opposite. Boy,
The only person we worship in is Jesus Christ.
Dishonest. And she was damn bad, but she wasn't dishonest like these people. Well, I think they're desperate. They said things. I see these ads. It's the exact opposite. It's like her policies used to be before she changed them. She changed 15 different policies. You know, if you're a politician, you might get away with one, but 15 policies. She loves transgender operations all over the place. Everybody should have one. She loves men playing in women's sports, is that right? And she loves open borders where people can pour into our country. But now she's changed that about a year ago. She changed it, and so good. In fact, I think I'm going to send her your Maga hat. Can I have your Maga hat? Are they the greatest? Is that the greatest? It's like a sea of red. Except for Elon. Elon had the black cat, right? And I didn't even know we had a black cat. And he shows up in a black hat, Make America, and the letters were black. It was very
Make
subdued.
America great again.
And I said, Elon, where'd you get that hat?
Besides
He said,
Gabe.
it's dark MAGA. He called it dark MAGA. And he wore it. He wore it to Butler. He wore it in Pennsylvania, one of the great nights. We had 107,000 people show up for Corey, the firefighter. Butler, PA. And Elon wore it, and he had such a good, he spends all the time in these labs and stuff. It's like crazy. And when he got out, he said, I've never seen anything like this. He had the black MAGA hat on. Here's the good news. I sold 10,000 of those hats over the next week. I didn't even know
I gotta
he had
get
black
one.
hats. We sold 10. There was a run on black MAGA, dark MAGA. And Byron liked it too, didn't you, Byron? Huh? Byron liked
Oh,
it.
Byron.
Looked beautiful in it. Huh? He looks good in anything. So that was something, I'll tell you. But that was an incredible salute to somebody that deserved it. A big Trump fan. Now, we raised him a lot of money too. We raised the family a lot of money because he deserved it. We have a man tonight. Maybe I'll introduce him really fast, just fast. He's a friend of mine, very successful guy. And I've known him for a long time. He's a member of a place called Mar-a-Lago. Nobody's ever heard of it. But he said, sir, do you mind if I give some money to the widow of Corey, the firefighter? I said, absolutely you should, because Corey had a great career, but it's not exactly, the money doesn't exactly flow in, right? So he hands me a check, and I didn't really look at it, just put it in my pocket. Then I got back home and I looked at it, $1 million. Dan, stand up, please.
Wow.
Stand up.
It's amazing.
What a nice thing. And then we raised another $4 or $5 million for that family, and also for the two gentlemen that took hard hits. They took hard hits too. The doctors were incredible up there. These guys took 2 hard hits. These were big Trump fans and Maga fans more than big Trump fans, and they know what we're doing is right. But boy, they got hit. But they were, in fact, we thought we lost 3 people, and they made it. And we're giving them something substantial, but we wanted to take care of them all. So Corey was gone immediately, but it was amazing. But I want to thank you, Dan. That was nice, Dan. So we're going to have, in addition to taking care of our workers and lowering the taxes, we're going to also have no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security benefits for our great seniors. And I'm going to support a tax credit for family caregivers who take care of their parent or loved one. And they deserve it, right? They deserve it. They're great. You know, if you didn't have people like that, you wouldn't have enough hospitals in this country. That's really, they do a job that's incredible, and they do it out of love. You don't have to worry about it. They do it out of love. So we're going to work on a good tax credit for them. We're going to get it done, too. So I will terminate the Green New Scam, and I will cut your energy prices in half within 12 months. Your energy prices will be in exactly half. 50%. 50%. 50. To bring back millions of jobs, we will give our companies the lowest taxes, the lowest energy costs, the lowest regulatory burdens, and free access to the best and biggest market on the planet. It won't be that way for long if we have idiots running it. It won't be that way. But right now we can say it. But only for those who make their product here in the USA and hire American workers for the job. They're the only ones that. And if these companies don't make their products here, then they will pay a stiff tariff when they send their products into the United States for the privilege of competing with our workers and our now protected companies. We're going to protect these companies so they don't leave us like they have been doing for 50 years. And we'll also pass the Trump Reciprocal Trade Act. That's if China or any other country charges us 100 or 200% tariff or tax, then we will charge them a like 100 or 200% tariff or tax, called an eye for an eye. And you'll see everything just disappear. I will never apologize for defending America. I will protect our workers. I will protect our jobs. I will protect our borders. I will protect our families. And I will protect the birthright of our children to live in the richest and most powerful nation on the face of the earth. Thank you.
USA, Trump, Trump, Trump. USA.
Thank you. Get out
You're
and vote.
welcome.
And as we rescue our economy, I will all get the strongest. Wait. Bring down my all-time favorite chart
That's it, the chart.
in history.
You're welcome. He has a lot more to say than Kamala.
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that chart. If I didn't look over to the right, I wouldn't be here. I love that chart. Even if the numbers were lousy, I would love that chart. But the numbers are the best ever. So the arrow, the big red arrow on the bottom, that arrow.
Fight, fight, fight. You got it. Go ahead. Fight, fight, fight.
That's an aggressive youngster. He's going to go places. He's going to go play. But that's my last day in office, and you look at what's happened. That was a Elon rocket ship after that day. Look what happens to that job. Look what happens to that job. That was the lowest illegal immigration that we've had. All they had to do, Biden, when he went to the beach, all they had to do is leave it alone. We had remain in Mexico. Nobody could come in. The head of Mexico president said to me, of course we won't do that. No, I said, you will do it. You will do it. He said, no, we won't let them remain in Tijuana. Hundreds of thousands of people coming up, pouring through our borders with the past administration. I said, no, you're going to do it. He said, I'm not going to do it. But we had a good relationship.
Long live
I liked the guy. He
Mexico.
was a socialist, but that's okay. And I said, no, you're going to do it, because if you don't do it, I'm going to put 100% tariff on everything you're selling to us. And you're going to, he said, what do you mean 100? I said, well, I'll start off at 10. I'm going to raise it to 20, then 30, then 40, then 50, and I'll stop at 100, I promise. That's more money than anything you ever heard. And he said, Donald, I would love to do as you request. I would love, it'd be my great honor to have a policy of remain in Mexico. Over the past 4 years, Kamala has orchestrated the most egregious betrayal that any leader in American history has ever inflicted upon our people. The most egregious. It's disgusting what she did. She's violated her oath and eradicated our sovereign border and unleashed an army of migrant gangs waging a campaign of violence and terror against our citizens like we've never suffered before. We've never had this before in our country. It's an invasion, ladies and gentlemen. It's an invasion. Kamala has imported criminal migrants from prisons and jails, from insane asylums and mental institutions all over the world, from Venezuela to the Congo, including savage criminals who assault, rape, and murder our women and girls. Anyone who would let monsters kidnap and kill our children does not belong anywhere near the Oval Office.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We thank God for Trump. He is a real boss. I hope everyone is registered to vote. Trump.
4 weeks ago, I was saying, no, I want to protect the people. I want to protect the women of our country. I want
Black
to protect
people
the
for
women.
Trump.
Please don't say that. Why? They said we think it's very inappropriate for you to say. So why? I'm president. I want to protect the women of our country. They said. They said, sir, I just think it's inappropriate for you to say, pay these guys a lot of money. Can you believe it? I said, well, I'm going to do it whether the women like it or not. I'm going to protect them. I'm going to protect them from migrants coming in.
That's
I'm
right.
going to protect them from
Keep us safe, Trump. These people are crazy that don't want safety.
Remember, for 4 years we had no war other than I defeated ISIS, but I defeated ISIS in... I felt like Brett Favre. I defeated ISIS in 4 weeks instead of 5 years, which they said it was going to take. Because we have a great military, we just didn't have any leadership at the top. I mean, in the office of the president, or even close to it. So I said, I'm going to defend and I'm going to protect women. I'm not going to let people go up to the suburbs or go into places where they live, whether it's suburbs or cities or farms. We're going to protect our women. At the border, we're going to protect our women. And also, we're going to protect our men and our children. We're going to protect everybody.
Yeah. USA.
Is there any woman in this giant stadium who would like not to be protected?
Yeah, everyone online
Is there
that's
any
voting for
woman in
Harris,
this stadium
raise
that
your
wants to be
hand who
protected
doesn't
by
want to
the
be
president?
protected. You're welcome.
I love these. You know, these women are from North Carolina. These women, they've been to 251 rallies. Look how beautiful they are. And they're all happily married. They're beautiful husbands. I saw them once. But you know, I never see their husbands. I only see them. Look at them. They travel all over the country. This is at least a pretty close one. This is, I mean, they go to California. They're incredible women. I think they have a good home life. I'm not exactly sure. No, their husbands are great, but I appreciate it. Yeah, it's like
Trump is
251.
so
Can you believe it?
funny.
And we
He
have
doesn't
front
have
row
any
Joes
fake
here, too.
laughter.
They've been to like 400. We got a lot of fun. It's good to see you. These are great people. They're patriots, I will tell you. And they're very successful people. Very successful people. And we have Mr. Wall here someplace. He's great. He has the wall. I'm going to use that suit someday when I come out. But he's and it's representative. We've built 571 miles of wall on the southern border. And Mexico paid for it by supplying us with soldiers free of charge, more money than, because technically you can't get them to build the wall if you own the wall, which unfortunately we couldn't work out, but I did better. We got their soldiers and they protected us while we were building it, and they still protect us to a certain extent. So I want to thank, we've had a good relationship with Mexico, but they're going to have to do a better job.
Yeah.
We're losing hundreds, we're losing much more than 100,000 people a year to fentanyl coming in from China. And then
We got to go back
We're
to
gonna talk
remain in Mexico
very
and
early
catch
in
and
the
release.
discussion.
There's too many
Maybe
American
like the
citizens
first
being
day, one of the very
raped,
first calls I'm
murdered
gonna make
since
is,
this
we
invasion of
cannot
our
let
country.
fentanyl come into our country.
We gotta protect Americans.
And I'm talking to China too. I'll call President Xi. We had a deal, President Xi and I, and then we had the whole thing come in with the China virus, right? But we had a deal with President
Kamala
Xi.
could
He's
never
gonna
make a
death
deal
penalty
with
to
President
anybody
Xi,
producing fentanyl and
ever.
sending it into the United States.
She
But
would
of
run
course,
and hide.
when Biden took over, it didn't mean anything. Just like the Abraham Accords, we had 4 countries. I would have had that, Phil. We would have had peace in the Middle East. They didn't do anything. They just sat there with it. So, you know, we'll get it all taken care of as soon as we get in. But today I want you to hear directly from a mother whose world was absolutely shattered. This is a sad thing. I've had it for one day, and everybody that's seen it, they end up crying.
Please like,
Strong,
share, and
tough
subscribe.
guys, they end up crying. It's so sad, and it's emblematic of what's happening in our country. By thousands and thousands of people are being killed. This was a young,
Sad.
beautiful girl. Please watch.
Sunday night, I asked her to not stay up super late because of her coming to work with me in the morning to do her summer school. She said, okay. I told her good night and I love you. I went to bed, not realizing that that was going to be the last time I saw her. We're best friends. Yeah.
Beautiful baby.
I woke up to notice she wasn't in her bed. I'm in my heart trying not to lose my mind because I don't know where she is. I finally remembered her phone had a location on, and her phone was pinging just 2 minutes down the road, right behind the skate park. I start driving to the direction the phone was being pinged at, and I see a couple cop cars with lights on. I see yellow tape, and immediately my heart drops and sinks to the bottom of my stomach. My daughter's hands and ankles were both bound.
Jesus.
She was strangled to death with no pants. And I know in my heart she fought incredibly hard. She was not going down without a fight.
Jesus.
We begin with 2 men. We're learning
Look
are
at those
charged with
bastards.
tonight, accused
They
of
need to
killing a
burn in
12-year-old
hell.
Police say these men strangled her.
They allowed
into that creek.
13,099 murderers into this country and 15,000 rapists. Well done, Kamala. Well done.
Kamala Harris
Border
is in
czar.
charge of immigration and our borders. If we had better border policies and not open borders and not these catch and release policies, I truly believe this all could have been prevented. under her being vice president of this
Which
country, my daughter's life was ripped away from
she
her.
did not
She thought her
deserve it,
entire life
God.
ahead of her.
Beautiful child.
My daughter is 6 feet in the ground based off of policies that she allowed to keep. Kamala Harris did have one job, and she not only failed, not me, she failed my daughter. She failed Jocelyn.
Look at her.
And
Beautiful, young, happy.
President Trump reached out, gave me his sincerest condolences as not a former president, but just as a father.
I give you my condolences,
I believe
mother.
Donald Trump needs to be back in office. I can at least know that my next child will be safe in this country.
God bless her. Father God, I pray for this family. There is no way that you could be an American citizen and support the mess that's going on in this border. That baby did not deserve to die. I don't know how people can vote for Kamala. She was the border czar. She is the border czar, and she's responsible.
Country, and this is
Sad.
thousands, all
There's
different
no
forms,
justification.
all different ages,
None.
but thousands and
None.
thousands of people are being killed, being
Child was
mutilated.
taken and
The day
bound
they take
and
the oath
raped.
of office, the migrant invasion ends,
Bastards.
and the restoration of our country begins.
That's right. President Trump, we need you to regain this presidency.
And murdering precious
These people allowing people to destroy our nation.
Venezuelan prison gang, Trende, Aragua, that's taking over apartment complexes and unleashing violent killing sprees all over America. They took over, as you know, in Colorado, Aurora, Colorado. They took over a big section, apartment complexes and others. And they're all over the country. They're even in Times Square in New York City now. And we're getting them the hell out. Take a look.
Open borders, deadly consequences.
Border crisis.
Look at this. This is, I didn't sign up for this when I voted for President Biden and Kamala Harris. I had no idea. I am voting Trump. I had no idea this was the plan. No idea. There's no way in hell that I would vote for a Democratic in this freaking election.
More than 13,000
Look at this.
immigrants convicted of murder have been released into the United States.
My 20-year-old daughter, Kayla Hamilton, was murdered in her own room. Kayla's murderer was apprehended by Border
Look
Patrol
at this.
crossing illegally into
Look at
the
this.
Kayla's murderer had been improperly released into the United States.
Abolish ICE. Yeah, we need to probably think about
Yeah.
that from scratch.
She said ICE needs to be abolished.
Gang members right here in San Antonio.
The gang members had been terrorizing the apartment complex.
New details in the murder of Lakin Riley, the illegal immigrant suspect who cops say committed the heinous murder.
Look
is a
at them.
Venezuelan national.
and was paroled and released into the country by the Biden administration.
If they'd all been properly vetted, that probably wouldn't have happened.
2 men
That's
arrested
right.
today are in the country illegally
Say it,
in Venezuela
Clinton.
are charged with capital murder.
She was the border czar.
Martinez and Angel wrapped his arms around Jocelyn's neck, took off her pants, and climbed on top of her. Later strangled Jocelyn to death, and then tied up her hands and feet.
Court documents suggest a group of men arrested for beating and robbing a Dallas woman last month are members of a Venezuelan street gang.
The men threatened to cut off her fingers if she did not cooperate.
They would have. They're evil. Look at the devil.
Police just 2 days earlier and released the day before.
I don't know how you can see that and still support Kamala Harris.
This whole administration
This whole
sold us
administration.
out.
Then released into America.
Look what they have done to
This
America.
is what we're letting into our country.
This administration has sold us out.
We have no idea.
They have sold us out. I don't see how in the world people can vote for freaking Kamala and this administration. Something has to be wrong with you. This is horrific.
Wisconsin.
It's terrible.
Police arrested a Trende Aragua gang member who crossed Kamala's wide open border. Just come on in.
It's no
And then
way.
came into your state and held a mother and daughter captive against their will and sexually assaulted them again and again and again and did great harm to both. Just last week, an
They're
illegal alien
rapists.
driving an
15,000
SUV, a
convicted
60-year-old
rapists here.
retired Green Bay police
And everybody
officer,
turning,
as he
act like
was
they don't see
helping
this.
two drivers by the side of the road. Instead of helping his critically injured victim, the illegal alien who had a can of beer in his passenger seat and lots of cans of beer and plenty of other things in the car, got out of his car and ran away, leaving the retired policeman to die and bleed to death. We're praying for his family. The United States is now an occupied country.
Yes, it
It will
is.
soon be an occupied country no longer.
Let these people stay in office. And all you fools that supporting Kamala and Tampon Tim, we will not have a country left. They have destroyed this
November
nation.
5th, 2024 will be Liberation Day in America.
In Jesus' name. I know she don't like that
And
word,
on day one,
Jesus.
I will launch the largest deportation program in American history. We have no choice. It's not
Get them
sustainable
out.
for any country. It's not sustainable what's happening to us. I will rescue every city and town that has been invaded and conquered. We are being invaded and we are being conquered, just like it was a military operation. And we will put these vicious and bloodthirsty criminals in jail or kick them the hell out of our country very rapidly.
Kick them out. We don't need to take care of them.
To expedite removals of Trende, Aragua, and other savage gangs, I will invoke the Alien Enemies Act of 1798. Can you believe 1798? That's when we had people
Thank
that wanted
you,
to protect their
LC.
people. Have to go back
I'm
a
with
long
you
way.
too. Trump, Trump,
To target
Trump.
and dismantle every migrant criminal network, and every single one of them operating on American soil. And there are many. And if they come back into our country, it's an automatic 10 years in jail with no possibility of parole. And I am hereby calling for the death penalty for any migrant that kills an American citizen
Yes.
or a law enforcement officer.
Yes. Have to stop them. Yes. Along with Kamala.
And I will immediately ban all sanctuary cities in the United States of America. They'll be banned. With their open borders, they're going to destroy your Social Security and Medicare. They're destroying your Social Security.
Yes, they are.
They are going to do it, and I don't think they care. But I'm going to save it all, and I'm going to, more importantly, and most importantly, we're going to save our country. We're going to save our country. Kamala's gross incompetence. Her
I was
gross
never
incompetence disqualifies her from being president of the United States of America. She's incompetent. Everyone knows it. No one respects her. No one trusts her. No one takes her seriously. And to make her president would be a gamble with the lives of millions and millions of people. She would get us into a third world war.
And run and hide.
She doesn't know how to talk to them.
Like she does from the media.
They would laugh at her. They would laugh at her. Because she's so grossly incompetent to do the job. She's not going to be able to do the job. And everybody that knows her agrees that 5 months ago, they said there's no way she can be running for president. She's incompetent.
Yes, they did.
And then she runs, and because she's a member of this savage machine known as the Democrat Party, and then all of your sons and daughters will end up getting drafted to fight these endless wars that we've been in. I've gotten us out of so many. I was the only president, think of this, in 82 years not to start a war. We dealt with peace through strength. Our enemies are laughing at her. If we win, America will be feared and respected again. Feared
Yes,
so
they
too.
will. They need to see
But
strength,
issue after
not
issue,
weakness.
Kamala broke it, and I will fix it. I will fix it, and I'll fix it fast. On top of it all, Kamala says that she would not do one thing differently from crooked Joe Biden, which in itself is disqualifying. I
She
wouldn't
doesn't
do
know
one thing
how.
differently. Take a look, please.
Would you have done something differently than President Biden
Look at
during
this.
the past 4 years?
There is not a thing that comes to mind.
I stood there on the tarmac watching you check your
Look
luggage.
at this.
The chaotic and deadly U.S. evacuation from Afghanistan stunned Americans and the world and cost the lives of 13 U.S. soldiers.
Would you have done something differently?
There is not a thing that comes to mind.
More than 13,000 illegal immigrants convicted of murder have been caught at the border and then released into the United States.
An Afghan national is in custody today after being accused of plotting an election day terrorist attack. The suspect entered the U.S. on a special immigrant visa.
Gut-wrenching new details in the murder of Georgia nursing student Laken Riley. The illegal immigrant suspect, who cops say committed the heinous murder, is a Venezuelan national who crossed the unsecured southern border back in 2022.
Two men investigators say are in the country illegally from Venezuela are charged with capital murder in the death of Jocelyn Nangaray.
A fifth illegal immigrant accused of attacking two
Look at
New York
this.
City police officers over the weekend showed no remorse or regret.
Would you have done something differently?
There is not a thing that comes to mind.
Only 18% say the economy is in excellent or good condition.
US inflation has hit a new 40-year high, increasing by 9.1% over the financial year.
Authorities saying Train de Aragua, which has been linked with more than 100 criminal investigations here in the U.S., has now been found operating its criminal enterprise in apartment complexes.
Were you the last person in the room? Yes.
Thank you. And our country is rated 87% wrong track. You know what that means? Wrong track. We're the wrong track. The country knows it. And that's why we should have absolutely, nobody's ever had a score like that in one re-election. Nobody's ever. And she's a part of Biden. Remember, she's trying to disassociate from him so badly. She doesn't know what to do. She's torn. She doesn't know what to do. She's a part of that whole mess that we have in Washington. And I will tell you that if you want to end this disaster, you have to get out and vote. We all have to get out and vote.
Vote.
I'm thrilled to be joined by all of these great people from the Green Bay area and Wisconsin area. And again, I want to thank Brett for being here and for giving me that really incredible tribute of an endorsement. I'm not going to ask him to come up. He made such a good speech. I watched it. Brett made such a good speech. I don't know if he could do that again. Brett, you did so good. I'd let you do it again, but I think you hit it perfectly. What do you think? We love you, Brett. Thank you. We love this guy. Man.
Don't worry, Mike Hunt. You're lost.
What a player. What a great guy. I think he's beyond as a person. I think he might have been beyond what he was as a player, but that's pretty hard to do. Thank you very much, Brett. Great honor to your family. Thank you. We're also joined by Brett's incredible wife, Deanna, and that son is so good. He's a great soccer player.
Trump.
Taylor,
don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
He's a little shy. He's a good soccer player right here, who I think is that's an incredible family. As you know, she fought breast cancer. She won her battle. She's been an inspiration. She's been an inspiration to everybody. You have been an inspiration. I've heard that. A lot of people, they said that. Thank you, Deanna. Beautiful. Thank you very much. Also with us is another Green Bay football phenom, running back. You may know the name, Quadzilla, the Quad Father, A.J. Dillon. I got to meet him backstage. Get healthy soon, A.J. Get healthy soon. Look at this guy.
Trump. You can't deny that Trump is most definitely a people person. I
bet
mean, he
AJ Bennett said,
interacts
this guy
with the
is a
public, with the
seriously
people
good-looking
attending
athlete.
rallies, and he talks to the
We're
people. I
gonna
have
actually
much
get
respect for
better soon.
him.
You're gonna be in good
He's
shape, I
he's
think.
real.
Great,
He's
great.
not
Thank you,
a
AJ
fake
Bennett.
person that somehow got a
I'd also like
became the
to
nominee that nobody voted
thank a
for.
friend of mine for being just a great senator. Very simple. And just a fantastic person, Ron Johnson, Senator Ron Johnson. Great. He's great. And a future great one, he's going to work together, what a tandem, Eric Hovde, and he's doing terrific. Eric, you are doing
Trump.
well.
Let's go, baby.
Well, he has my complete and total endorsement, and you're doing well. I saw you're up in the polls like winning. You're winning. That's what we want. That's the guy. Tammy Baldwin is terrible, by the way. And a friend of mine, he said a long time ago, sir, 2016, he said, sir, don't come up here, sir. You can't win here. You can't win. It's a tough state. Don't come on. Tommy Thompson, right? But don't come up, sir. And I said, what do you mean, Tommy? Just don't come up. Look, if anything changes, I'll let you know and you'll come up. But don't waste your time. You have to win other states. This is 2016. I was sort of insulted, but I figured, what the hell? Who knows better than Tommy Thompson, right? About 4 weeks later, I had a couple of good weeks. I get a call, it's Tommy Thompson. Sir, it's time for you to come up, get up here quickly. And we won Wisconsin. Tommy Thompson, you remember that, Tommy? You remember that? You remember that, Tommy? He didn't want me to come up. Then he says, sir, get your ass up here, sir. You're doing good. That's great, Tommy. Thank you. You've been a great friend of mine, actually. And we're doing well now. We're really rocking here, right? They're doing well. Thank you very much. All of you, thank you very much. And House Majority Whip, a highly respected man, a powerful man in Washington, but respected by everybody. Tom Emmer
Gary, do your
from Minnesota.
homework.
Thank you. He's a Majority Whip. Majority Whip. That's big stuff. Thank you, Tom, very much. And Representatives Tom, Tiffany, my friend, and Glenn Grothman. Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Glenn. Really great congressmen and warriors. They're both warriors. And we have another warrior, Byron Donalds. He's my friend.
Yes.
Yeah, Byron.
Great guy. All great people. Congressional candidate who's doing really
I'm her
well,
son,
Tony
dude.
Weed. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Tony. Tony, you're doing well. He's a winner. And my son-in-law, Michael, who's helped us so much in this campaign, he's been great. I want to thank him, and I want to thank his father and the chairman of the Wisconsin Republican Party, Brian Schimming. Wow,
Thank you,
but
Unknown.
you've been good. Brian, I got to watch his speech on the plane just coming in before I got into the garbage truck. I had a choice. Watch your speech. I delayed the garbage truck. I thought, you were fantastic. Thank you. We're doing well. We're going to win, Mr. Chairman, right? You're going to win. We're going to win. Thank you, bud. Very good. Great job.
Byron's
So
there.
just
He's
in
black.
conclusion, here are the facts. Kamala is a radical left Marxist, rated even worse than crazy Bernie Sanders or even Pocahontas herself. Pocahontas. She destroyed our economy. She was an original creator of defund the police movement. And anybody who wants to defund the police for even 1 week or 1 day or 1 second is not worthy of being president of the United States of America.
Yep.
Kamala vowed to abolish ICE, our great ICE heroes. We don't have ICE, so we don't get the tough ones out. These are tough people that love our country. They're incredible. And as California Attorney General, she redefined child sex trafficking, assault with a deadly weapon, and rape of an unconscious person as totally nonviolent crimes. Oh, that's nice.
Wow.
She pledged to confiscate your guns. Would anybody like to give up that gun? I don't think so. And endorsed a total ban on handgun ownership. No more handguns. Let her explain that one. This woman should not be running. By the way, she came in last. You know, she ran against Biden. She came in last, absolutely dead last. She got no votes. He got 14. Whether you like him or not, he got the nomination. They took it away from him like you take candy from a baby. She even called for free sex changes for illegal aliens in detention. And at taxpayer expense, by the way. And she lied about working at McDonald's. I think that's a big thing. With your vote this November, we are going to fire Kamala and we are going to save America. We will cut your taxes, end inflation, slash your prices, raise your wages, and bring thousands of factories back to America. And in fact, we're going to bring a lot of them right back to Wisconsin with all those jobs.
All y'all can talk about is he looks orange and he looks this and looks that, but you're not saying what you're against of what he's saying. But that's what Democrats
I
do.
will stop the chaos in the Middle East. October 7th would have never happened. All those people would be living today. And I will prevent World War III. We will crush violent crime and give our police the support, protection, resources, and respect they so dearly deserve. We will strengthen and modernize our military. We will build a missile defense shield all around our country, all made in the USA and a lot of it made right here. We will rebuild our cities, including our capital in Washington, D.C., which is in horrible shape, making them safe, clean, and beautiful again. We will teach our children to love our country, to honor our history, and to always respect our great American flag. And we will put in legislation, anybody burning the American flag, 1 year in jail.
Yeah.
We will get critical race theory and transgender insanity the hell out of our schools and fast. And we will keep men out of women's sports.
Thank God.
I will defend religious liberty, I will restore free speech, and I will defend the right to keep and bear arms. Your Second Amendment will be safe. After years of building up foreign nations, defending foreign borders, and protecting foreign lands, we are finally going to build up our country. We're going to defend our borders, and we are going to protect our citizens. We are going to protect our land. We are going to protect our country. And we will stop illegal immigration once and for all. We will not be invaded. We will not be occupied. We will not be overrun. We will not be conquered. We will be a free and proud nation once again. We are being invaded. It's incredible. Think of it. We're being invaded by massive numbers. Very little difference between this invasion and the military. They don't wear a uniform. That's about the primary difference. Everyone will prosper. Every family will thrive. And every day will be filled with opportunity and hope and loaded up with the good old American dream. We're going to have the American dream back. But for that to happen, we must defeat Kamala Harris and stop her radical left agenda, and we have to have a landslide that is too big to rig. Gonna make it a landslide. For the past 9 years, we have been fighting against the most sinister and corrupt forces on earth. With your vote this election, you can show them once and for all that this nation does not belong to them. This nation belongs to you. It belongs to you.
America first.
It was hardworking patriots like you who built this country. And 6 days from now, it is hardworking patriots like you who are going to save our country. You're going to save our country. After all we have been through together, we stand on the verge of the 4 greatest years in American history. We can do that. We can do that. It seems so unlikely. It seems unlikely, but we can do that. With your help from now until Election Day, we will restore America's promise and we will take back the nation that we love. We are one people, one family, and one glorious nation under God. We will never give in. We will never give up. We will never back down, and we will never, ever surrender.
Never surrender.
Together we will fight, 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 and we will
Win, win, win. Fight, fight, fight. Win, win, win. Let's go, Trump. Woohoo, let's go. We're going to fight. We're going to win this election because God has his hands on him. We're going to win.
America powerful again.
Make America wealthy again.
We will make America healthy again. We will make America strong again. We will make America proud again.
Yes.
We will make America safe again. And we will make America great again. Thank you very much. Thank you, Wisconsin.
God bless you, Trump.
That was awesome. I mean, you can see the difference of having a real president and not having a president. It's a big difference because you know what? No, people might not want to admit it, but we do need this man back in office. What's happening inside of this country is what normally happens inside of third world countries, you know. But we have Venezuelan gangs here. We have terrorists. We have all kinds of corruption that's come inside of this United States. And just like the films that he was showing, just like what he was showing of how these people have come into this country and they're killing Americans, and a lot that's going on that's not even being put on mainstream media. People are in the dark of how bad it really is, but all of us are being affected by this economy. All of us see how we go into the supermarkets or we pay for gas or interest rates, how people are unable to even buy homes right now. So we're all are being affected by what's happening. And we need to make sure we get out and vote. We need to make sure we get this man back in office. And this is from a former Democrat, someone that normally votes Democrat, that have voted Democratic probably in the last few elections. And there's no way that I would support this administration. And I didn't vote for her to run for president. None of us did. And that's a problem. They talk about democracy. We're supposed to choose the candidate, not the Democrats, not the machine. The people are supposed to choose who's going to represent them. And this woman and Tampon Tim, they're not it. Tampon Tim is not it. I mean, what they're doing to America, what they're doing to our children, what they are doing to this country. If you really want to be honest, America is last with this administration. Everything is for everyone else. You know, it looked like the mission was, which none of us knew at the time of putting these toxic, demonic people in office. We had no idea that their agenda was to open up the border. And I guess they came up with this big, bright idea. It probably was Obama.
Happy birthday.
And the machine. They said, oh, this is what we can do to retain power. We'll open the borders, we'll tear down the walls, and we'll let them flood in, and we'll let the taxpayers fund it, and we'll take care of them. And this way, we know we always can count on the black people. They're our loyal voting bloc. So, you know, they'll never be in power again. You know, this is what they decided to do, you know, in order to retain power. Because, you know, one thing came to mind, I was like, why did they allow this? Why do they continue to allow this? You know, this is beyond people trying to be gay. First of all, you'll never be you'll never be, if you're a man, you'll never be a female. You are born with a penis, and you're born with testicles. Girls are born with vaginas. No Frankenstein doctor could ever change the way that you were born. You're a boy or a girl. I don't care if you say you identify. Well, yeah, the emperor thought he had clothes on, but he was naked. Okay, so when you die, I don't care what kind of clothing you wear while you're here, your DNA is still going to say you're a man, or your DNA is still going to say you're a woman. So there are only two genders. And God doesn't make any mistakes. And no man can become God or do what God has done. They can't do it. The only thing they're doing is taking crazy people that need mental help, and they're mutilating their bodies. And then they're winding up with health problems for the rest of their lives. They're shortening their lives. You know, they're not happy. They're not happy. So this is like a terrible thing for people to have their children, and they're not telling their children, this is not what you want to do. This is not what you want to do.
Their lives are ruined.
Their lives are ruined. They can't have kids. They can't do anything. You know, their lives are ruined. They're spending their time trying to regretting what they did as a young age. And here go Tampon Tim saying, yeah, why would you put tampons in a boy's bathroom?
No, Johnny, rebuke you.
You know, for someone to do something like that, you're already saying something is wrong with this picture. I can't see how people are in agreement with having men take and go against other women. Women have fought for rights. They talk about rights to have abortion, but women fought for rights, and not to have a man to come in and hit you as hard as he can with a volleyball in your head, giving you traumatic brain injury.
And even a boxing glove now in the Olympics.
In Olympics, you got men beating up on women. They are men, and it's funny that most of them are always over 6'2". They're between like 6'2", 6'5". They like the tallest men walk around talking about what they identify, but they know that they can beat women. They have more air capacity. They're stronger. They're bigger. They're men. They're men. I've never seen crazy like it is now, because a doctor can cut your penis off, don't make you a woman. You know, people need to get real. No man should go in the bathroom with little girls in, or women, and they in the mirror, or they taking their clothes off in front of women, and they have all their junk. They standing up there talking about they're a woman. They're not a woman. They need mental help. They're a man. And women who want to be men, they could cut your boobs off, but you still a woman. You still got the vagina. What they could sew it up. They could do whatever they want to do, but you still a woman. You still gonna have a uterus. You still gonna have fallopian. You're gonna have everything a woman has, especially the DNA. So this crazy that's going on, telling kids they don't have to be boys and they don't have to be girls. These children growing up with these schools forcing this agenda on them. I mean, it's like it's forcing it. You know, this stuff is madness. But that's not the worst thing that's going on. The worst things that is going on is how they're allowing these rapists and murderers and Venezuelan gangs and terrorists, the things we see other people going through, they're here now. They're here. They're here. And we haven't seen anything yet. Wait until they start acting up. You know, wait until that money runs out and we're not funding them with our taxpayer dollars, because we don't have the money to continue to take care of them. We don't have the money. The money is in here. Look, the money is running out. They're going crazy in these cities. It's running out, but they're not showing you what's really happening on the news. You have to find some YouTubers or people that have different accounts in social media, from TikTok to Twitter, formerly known, well, formerly known as Twitter, to find out with boots on the ground what's going on and how people are suffering. You know, y'all can sleep all you want to, but I don't want Kamala and Tampon Tim speaking for me, because this is beyond blue, white, Democrat, Republican, people want to be gay now, whatever your case may be. Then we got to deal with world leaders. These world leaders are treacherous. These world leaders don't respect weakness, and especially a weak-ass woman. She is not the man for the job. And Tampon Tim is not the woman for the job. We got to show strength. President Putin, President Xi, President who now sent troops over to help Russia conquer Ukraine. They respect strength and they scared of Trump. They need to see a man that know what he doing. Kamala can't hold a conversation. She can't talk about the economy. She can't talk about inflation. She can't talk about world leaders. She don't talk to them, never met with them. She's unfit. She doesn't even have the knowledge. But you got people that would see this country being destroyed. Being destroyed. We're being run over. We never experienced this bullshit. We never experienced this, but we are now. And you have crazies that are still saying, give me more of this.
Yeah.
You have to be the freaking out of your mind to say the only people benefiting from this administration are illegal immigrants, not American citizens, or people from Ukraine, or from Lebanon, or from Gaza, anywhere else around the world. Those are the people who are benefiting from this administration. This administration is not about supporting the United States of America. They're not. This administration has shown you that they are not supporting American citizens. They've already shown you when Kamala have to have entertainers and these actors, because they all on code and they're all being made to support her. She can't win this. She can't win it. No matter what she does, she can't win it because God got this. But you got all these entertainers talking about, oh, what she is, this and that, promising black men this, and why don't they want to vote for a black woman or any woman or whatever? Not this woman. This woman is unfit. If it was someone else, people would consider, but not her. Not her. All they do is tell people, oh, Project 2025 has nothing to do with Agenda 47. It has nothing to do with Trump. But they have the mainstream media. I believed all that bullshit 4 years ago. I was campaigning for these people like no other. And I think I'm going to do a video to show me with Biden and all, just with him, and show my other videos to let y'all see that I'm not playing with this. I mean this. But I had no idea that this is what I was voting for. But not this time.
They said
not this time.
They said suspect in shooting of a Chicago man is a released illegal immigrant.
Yeah, they all are. The only people that's going against or have something to say are people that are illegals. They on mainstream, they on the media too. Or it benefits them. It's not even their fault. I'm gonna blame them for trying to come here, but the others that came with them.
Ohio mayor says illegal immigrant surge is unsustainable.
You can't support this. You can't support this. You can't support this. Now, we had enough people to come in 3 years, 3.5 years, that would have normally taken 30 years. You can't have a massively, if you're really smart or have a mind, or finance, anything about finance. I'm in finance. There's no way that you could have 20 million people coming into this country in this short span of time and we can sustain it. It's impossible. If you spread this out and they were vetted like they're supposed to be vetted and millions come in that way, then they can be, put into society. But this way, all at once, they tearing shit up. They tearing it up. Nobody is trying to convince anybody on here to vote otherwise. But see, we have something inside of us called the spirit. And that spirit should tell you something is wrong with this picture. Something should tell you that things aren't right. The only thing that woman talk about is freaking abortion. How many men are having abortions? That's all. Like, birth control is only abortions. What happened to somebody wearing a freaking condom? What happened to women taking their birth control pills? What happened to women keeping their legs closed unless it's somebody you really want to be with or have a baby with? They want Americans to kill their babies while they want immigrants to have their babies. Ask me, what's wrong with that picture? They want more people. They say we need more workers. Our population, we need to increase it. But you want to kill all the American babies. Why? Did anybody ask why? And then they got women brainwashed. They run around. I want to control my body. Control your goddamn legs. Keep your damn legs closed. Control that. When you have sex, you want to hoe around, freaking have him wear a condom. Take birth control pills. So you're not in a situation that you got to have an abortion. That's the worst thing you could do. And that's something that's regrettable. You know, it makes no sense. And that's her campaign. We want our bodies. We want control. Control your body by keeping your legs closed. You're an adult. Control your body by taking birth control pills. You know, the whole campaign. The whole campaign. Not about the economy, what they've done to the economy. Nothing about the economy. Nothing about inflation. Nothing about illegal immigrants. Nothing about United States citizens being murdered. They're not even acknowledging it. They don't even want to say their name. Not about people, Americans, women being raped. Not about American women and children or whatever being killed. And what's happened to the school system? These people are in the schools. You know, they're 21. They don't even speak the language. Their cultures are not ours. We're Americans. This is the first time I think that I've seen Americans have come together. Black, white, Latino, Asian, all of us have come together. All of us now, because it's America first. We're uniting. And black people, yeah, we're getting off that goddamn plantation. We tired of hearing every 4 years what you gonna do. You don't do shit for us. Every 4 years we hear that same thing and do something for everyone else. Usually, you know, it's these other Americans. This time, these people aren't even American citizens and using our taxpayer dollars and dumping them in black neighborhoods and you know, neighborhoods in Boston, New York, all over the place. They're all throughout the country now. So people need to wake the hell up. This election is important. But like he said, the world leaders know that if Kamala was to win this election, they will crush us. America is supposed to be the world leaders. We're supposed to be leading the world. Those fools cannot lead the world. First of all, they don't even respect them. Okay? They don't even respect them. We can't have these people in charge, especially neither one of them know how to run this nation, nor do they know how to deal with the world leaders. They don't know how to deal with President Xi. He ain't no joke. Y'all can play this little crazy crap here in the United States. They watching this election. Because right now, as I speak, hey, they got troops over there, President to help Russia right now to defeat Ukraine. While I'm on here right now, they got warships, President Xi, outside of Taiwan. And if they go to war with Taiwan, guess what? It's going to be World War III because we are their allies.
Someone said we don't need Vladimir Putin's respect.
It's not about his respect. Who said respect? They don't We're not talking about respect. We're talking about power. We're talking about strength. We're talking about that we're supposed to lead the world. We're the world leaders. That will be erased. Just like the American dollar is losing value, the way that our inflation has skyrocketed. They respect strength. They don't respect weakness. See, other nations and men are different. Yeah. They're different. They go by strength.
They're actual men.
They're actual men. They're not walking around trying to change body parts and talking about, hey, you know, they respect men, real men. They don't respect weakness. And she's weak. Anytime you got a woman want to run for the highest office and run from the media, and nobody could talk to her more than 20 minutes, won't answer any questions, and everything she say is Trump. I mean, everything.
Remember when she was announced that she was going to be running for president? It took days upon days for her to actually do an interview. 84 days. And she just, well, after they did the coup and they got rid of Biden, then they threw her in. Nobody voted for her. And you talking about democracy, your rights were taken. You didn't vote for her. You didn't get to choose. There are better candidates in the Democratic Party than her. She's pitiful. She's just been pushed into positions. Pitiful. And then she's going to lie to you, going to she got Beyonce. They probably had to pay Beyonce millions of dollars just to show her face. They thought they was going to get a free concert. You know, everybody was angry. They didn't come to Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like everybody having a difficulty making a decision. You better make a decision for your children. You better make a decision for them. You better make a decision. Because some people just stuck on stupid. So those who aren't and can recognize that this country is in danger, that we really need strong leadership, and recognize that Kamala, she's never been anything. You know, we really got to all stand as one and stand in Christ. Jesus loves all of us, regardless of the color of our skins. There's no white section in freaking heaven or black section or whatever. Jesus made us all human beings. So, you know, people need to understand that. And if you really want to know the truth, read your Bible. It says a lot about Jesus' features, a lot about his woolly hair, okay, and his bronze skin. So, people need to wake up because the children have this generation has really a disadvantage than any other generation. I feel sorry for the kids that are in school now and what's being thrown at them. You know, telling them it's all right, be gay, and if you say something, then they're ostracized if they say they're not for that they believe in Christ, that they believe in Jesus. You know, so it's not right. We all need to read Revelations. You want to learn about the end, the last book about, read Revelations, and they'll tell you a lot what's going on. We're in the last days, just in case nobody realized that. You know, we got bigger things to focus on, like surviving. Because Jesus could come back anytime, anytime. And like he said, every mouth should confess and every knee shall bow. You're going to know that Jesus is Lord.
Yeah, and Kamala's having a rally right now. I just looked up with Mumford and Sons. If you don't, they're a popular group. But Gracie Abrams is a famous singer who she got there. She always needs someone like super famous to be at her.
I don't even know why we're speaking about that, because you know what? I really don't care what she's doing.
No, I'm saying to get people to watch, she needs someone famous there.
Yeah, she's had every entertainer. They even had DL Stupid on, supposed to be BET, that's not even owned by black people now. And he talking about black men and all of this. This guy is sick. He might be D on the DL or something for real. That's why his name is DL Hughley. I mean, they just grabbing the bottom of the barrel and they sitting there. Charlemagne does not speak for black people. Let's just start with that one. None of them do. None of them do. But one thing about it is, like, the truth is the truth. And that's why this is called Speak the Truth. Ain't nobody going to sugarcoat anything. Nobody's trying to convince you of anything. If you believe that this woman has done a great job, you're better off today than you were 4 years ago, then you vote with your conscience. Because the rest of the world, the rest of us, because our economy affects the world, the rest of us is saying, screaming, hell no. The rest of us are feeling the pinch. The rest of us know the difference. When I go in the market, I feel like in 2 days, I just spent maybe $250 and I still don't have food. You know, that's because everything that, you know, it's not filling the cart. That's nothing to spend right now. It's nothing at all. I don't know what kind of y'all have, and I'm not just barely making it. I'm doing okay, but not with this economy, not with this. It's like everything is costing so much. I'm going into savings, you know, and stuff like that. You know, people getting paid and still you better hope you got savings.
Is this lemon in this water?
Oh, you got my lemon water?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on, and we speaking out because we're not for it, and black people have left their plantation, more and more of us, and this is a time that black women need to really follow the lead of black men. They need to follow the lead because they're right. They're right. You know, you don't take and you like, they like, oh, Joy Reid's, oh, look, see, men, black men put their foot down. Oh, look what you got now. Yeah. She said she gonna give black men weed. How about that? What kind of insult is that?
Yeah.
You know, it's just ridiculous. All of it's ridiculous. All of it's ridiculous. You know, we standing with Trump. Like this time, like my son 4 years ago, I was like, I threw his Trump hat away. Anything Trump, I was campaigning for Biden, all that. I just knew he was wrong. I was just, now this year he's voting, in election. And now,
Yeah, I was 16 then.
now I'm like, my whole, everything has turned around. I couldn't believe what they have done to this country. And these are people that, thank you for subscribing, David. These are people that I went out my way, held rallies, greeted the president, did all kind of phone banking, canvassing, door to door, making calls around the nation, speaking in political events, getting permits to have rallies at Independence Mall, where the Liberty Bell is in Philadelphia.
Someone said, "What can't you believe?"
I can't believe the damage they've done to this country. I've never seen an administration take us backwards and just allow us to be overrun and destroy this country with immigration, inflation, the economy, you name it. Everything's been bad. Nothing they have done has benefited American citizens. Well, they're stepping over veterans. They laying out on the street. Our poor here are being stepped over. We have millions of kids here, millions that are going to school hungry, but we're taking care of people that have entered this country illegally, meaning they broke the law to even be here. Unvetted. You don't know who's here. That's what the problem is. And we can't handle a mass invasion of people. The amount of people that came in, this would have been taking something like 30 years. You can't have a mass amount of people coming here in 3.5 years, people. And for us to sustain, you know what our hospital visits cost? They're all in the hospitals. All our prices are running. They're hitting Social Security, Medicare, all of that. They're draining us. They're draining us. And we're the type of people, I'm the type of person, even growing up, I don't believe in learning the hard way. You just tell me once. I don't want to go through everything. That's how I have always been. I don't want to learn everything the hard way. Just tell me. This is not about I told you so and all of that. This stuff is real. It's real. It's real. There's nothing good is going to come out of having that faith. The woman is unfit, uneducated. She is not. She's stupid. She can't talk. She doesn't know policy. She's shown she doesn't know policy. She can't talk policy because she has no policy. She's not familiar with international affairs because she hasn't been a part of it. She doesn't know any of it. Yeah, Asians for Trump. This is a time that every Asian, Latino, Black, Jewish, whatever your ethnicity that's American citizen, y'all need to vote for Trump.
Trump has already helped us before. I mean, he's already helped us before. He's going to do it again.
Yeah, soldiers for Trump, vets for Trump, Teamsters for Trump. There are unions for Trump. We have to support him because he's not gaining anything from this. He's almost lost his life trying to help us, that some fools that don't even realize that he is standing in the way because they've been able to buy all the other presidents, because when they go into the presidency, they're not rich. They're taking their $200,000 a year salary. Trump has never taken a salary to be president. They can't buy him. They set him up, made him a felon, they weaponized the justice system against him. I'm seeing all of this. I can't even believe it. I'm seeing it. They literally weaponize everything they say that he's doing, they're doing. It's like you with your man and he's cheating on you and he say, "Oh, you cheating." Yeah, I'm not cheating. You're cheating. All the while they're cheating. That's what the Democrats are. They're cheating. They're the ones. Everything they say that he's doing, that's what they have done to him. How are you going to convict someone when the statute of limitations had expired with the initial crime they tried to charge him with? They tried to take his wealth, his money, his life. They tried to take him off of social media. They impeached him twice. They've done everything to him. He doesn't have to go through all this for us. He gets nothing out of this. Not a damn thing does he get out of this. He's doing this for us. And the thing about it, he can't get all this stuff done. They had made, talking about these freaking 34 people are so pathetic. I hope this not a grown man like Derek. Y'all really need to study. Y'all need to go and really find out. Don't just listen to Fox or MSNBC, all the news media. Go Google, find out stuff for yourself. Find out how all this stuff went down. They didn't even have a felon. They made him a felon. The judge told these people they didn't even have a charge. They still don't know what charges they had to make him a felon. They told him, do whatever you want to do. Don't, come up. You don't have to all be in agreement. He was railroaded. And for people to try to support the crazy that's going on. This country is being destroyed. Literally destroyed. Destroyed. These people have destroyed this nation. I don't know if we'll ever get it back. And people are worrying. Y'all better be worrying about World War III in Russia. Y'all worrying about the wrong things. This is just, this is how the other leaders are. They know we all fighting each other. We talking about who gonna win, red, blue, and all that, while they're plotting and planning against us. I promise you that. So are the Venezuelan gangs. Everybody's setting up while we do all this buffoonery with this shit-ass administration. They allow a goddamn Chinese balloon fly over the nation to see where our military bases are. They know where all our weaknesses are. They got warships outside this damn country. Y'all better wake up.
Thanks, Chevy.
It's like, what does it take for y'all to wake up? It's 4 more years. The Democrats can vote for a candidate that's worthy, that you actually vote for. You didn't vote for this woman. Nobody did. She was selected by the machine, probably by Obama. I think he behind all of it. Him and the machine. I think it's what Bill Gates, all these Koch brothers, all these really rich people. They're controlling the presidency, not the president. But they can't do that with Trump. They can't do that with him. They can't do it with him. Y'all better wake the hell up. Y'all gotta wake up. We need to nominate a candidate, not one that's selected by the Democratic Party, and say, okay, we're going to push the one that got 14 million votes out. That was against it. They pushed him out, and he's bitter. 14 million votes. You know how many Kamala got? How many votes did Kamala get? How many?
We'll wait.
How many votes did Kamala get? She got as many votes as you did. And I did. That's how many she got. 0. That's right. She got 0. She got 0 votes. How many votes did she get when she ran 4 years ago? The first one that dropped out. She got 0. She got 0 votes, people. 0. She was not selected to run for president. That's why they hid her 84 days. 84 days when you have an election 3 months, in 3 months. 84 days, she didn't say nothing to me. She don't even talk to the media now unless it's scripted or teleprompter. And conditions. That's the only way. And that's what y'all want, someone that can't tell you anything about this administration, about why she made the decisions. Why did she hide Biden knowing that he suffered from dementia? Why she lied to the American people? Why she lied saying she black? She's not black. You black when you want a black vote, but you Indian the rest of the time. Because you go to HBCU does not make you black. It will never make you black.
This is the most important election.
It's important.
And we're on the brink of, if she becomes president, there could be another war.
It will be. Because China's going to come in. They're going to come in for us. They're going to come for us.
They don't respect her. Who do you feel safer with if there's a war? You feel safer with Trump or safer with Kamala? And based on these answers, we'll see where people's brains how developed their brains
She
are.
can't even lead an interview on a freaking news channel. She supposed to, what's she supposed to do? Y'all got to be crazy for real.
She wasn't looking at him. She kept looking down and away from him.
Her every answer she gives is Trump. Thank you, Chevy. Every answer. You want her, you think she could speak for you? And she can't speak for herself? She can't even hold a conversation with the American people. She can't answer any questions. They don't scrutinize her. They softball her. She only go in friendly territory. They say, "Oh, how was your childhood?" If she say one more time about her mother raising her in the middle class and all that, I don't care. I care about how your decisions affect my life. That's what I care about. I care about the outcome of this election. That's what I care about. Did you take when you were 9? Okay. We got, it's a few days to electing the next president. And I just hope people understand how serious this election is, that you really need to vote for Trump. And this is, I promise, God is sitting on the throne. This is the complete opposite of what I was saying 4 years ago. But my eyes are open. This is crazy. It's crazy. The only people who want her to be president are illegal immigrants. Or maybe the Alphabet Club. They think they might lose rights not being able to chop off their penis. So I just hope to God that people see, everybody's experiencing how bad this administration is. We got a see now dementia suffering president. That's what we have. And she act like she's suffering from the same thing. And then her running mate is Tampon Tim. Are you kidding me?
Knucklehead.
Are you kidding me? The knucklehead. The knucklehead. You think that President Putin think that's strength? Do you really? Do you think that President Xi think that's strength? President Un and the rest of these leaders, you think that's strength? Really? People are sick. They really sick. They think I would never do this. I would never. Yeah, I hope you get what you deserve. And I wish to God they could send all y'all to the moon. And I don't have to be affected by y'all. Because some people are just plain dumb.
Yeah.
And that's how it is. They're going to stand their ground. They're going to keep doing the same stuff. Even black people, we keep doing, they said it's insanity when you keep doing the same thing over and over again and you're getting the same result. That's been us. Mm-hmm. The same promises saying, I'm not going to leave Mass. I'm not going to leave that plantation. I'm not going to leave that. I'm going to keep on getting kicked in my behind. I'm going to keep on because he need me and doing nothing for you. And now they're trying to replace you with illegal immigrants. They want them to have more babies as our population reduce. So, people, they want to stand by that because they're not American citizens. They not Americans. They know their fate. So they have no choice. They can come in the country, but you got to be here legally. So, and people, you could tell they scared. They all scared. It's funny how any Americans, when they see what's happening and the crimes that's going on, is making its way through the United States. It's like it's in certain places, so you feel like you're not being affected. You will be. Give it a minute. Trump gonna have a hard time with this because y'all gonna fight him every tooth and nail until they come to your house knocking on the door. Till it affects you personally. So we live in a society that it has to affect people like Ms. Jackson personally because she's ill. It has to affect her personally. She has to have them overrunning her schools or doing stuff to her community, doing stuff to her children. It has to affect her personally because obviously her grocery bills are fine. Obviously, inflation works for her.
Her gas prices are good.
Her gas prices are good. Her interest rates are good. The economy is great for you, but it's not for me. And it's not for most Americans. So, that's how it is. It's not for the rest of us. The rest of us are feeling it. The rest of us are experiencing it. And the rest of us don't want any more of this. And that's why Trump says, fight, fight, fight. Fight, fight, fight. Trump, Trump, Trump. This election, I'm for Trump. I'm voting for Trump. You know, there I don't I had to look and really, like, I follow the Bible. Jesus is Lord. And I had to really look at who would Jesus vote for between the two candidates. You know, he's not going to vote um for people that want abortion. He's not going to vote for people that want to mutilate people's body, transgenders. That's not what God believes. He made man and woman. He's not going to vote for men and women sports. He's not going to vote for rapists and murderers entering our country and the things that are going on. He's not going to vote for that. He's going to vote for people, like she said, that told those two Christian young men that y'all were in the wrong rally. You know, y'all in the wrong place. Y'all need to go to, when they said Jesus is Lord and Christ is King, she kicked them out. She said, y'all need to, y'all, she laughing. The demon was speaking through her. That's the only time she did not use a teleprompter. She said, y'all at the wrong rally. You need to go to the little convention down the street. And laughed and laughed, and all the demons laughed. They were laughing. That's what she said. She's right. And that's what I did. I need to go to the other conference. She's right. I need to go where people are speaking about Jesus and they praying over this man.
Like Ben Carson.
Yeah, they're praying over him. All these from Latinos, age, everybody's praying over him. You don't see that with her. She don't want no prayers. She don't want nothing to do with this. She gonna stand behind the pulpit after she mocked God. Let me tell you something. God said I should not be mocked. You can't go around mocking God.
Still kicking people out.
You can't mock God. She gonna go to the church. People getting kicked out of the church. You know, you can't mock God. You can't play. You can play with man. You could do all you want to with men, but you can't. God sees your heart. He knows who you are. You can fool people, act like you someone else, you not who you are, but God sees you. He knows your thoughts. Everything that's hidden with man, he sees. He sees everything you're doing, every dirty thing, every good thing. He sees you. Nothing's hidden from God. Nothing. You know, people, the thing about it is that you should read your Bible. And I don't believe in you know, what they believe in. You know, just her whole demeanor, all this lying, and wonder, you know, who has a rally. I was at a Democratic convention. It was the biggest thing I've ever been to in my life. I've never seen so much media. Met everyone, every kind of entertainer, every kind of news person. I met all of them. And it was incredible. But at this one, I never seen the mess that's going on that I see now. This is crazy. It's really crazy. And God is not for any of it. And God, the reason why that guy, Crooks, who look how they could shoot at a former president and you don't hear nothing about it. That's the world we're living in. What century would that have ever happened that you could try to assassinate a president, former president, twice and nothing? You don't even, it's not even in the news because the news is for her.
It's corrupted.
It's so corrupted. When has that ever happened? You know, that's how great, but God got him. God got him. It was just a miracle for him to turn his head, he never puts that chart up in the beginning, never. And to turn his head when he did that, young man shot at him 8 times. And the Secret Service and the Homeland Security, FBI, everyone who was out there, they looked the other way. They knew that what that young man was up to. They saw him 90 minutes before the rally, and they still allowed Trump to go on stage. They wanted him dead. I think Biden was waiting for the call that he was dead. They were waiting for the call.
And the audience was telling them there's someone up there with a gun.
And this is minutes before the rally. Even the people saw him up there trying, and they allowed him to shoot 8 times, and someone lost their life and 2 other people were critically injured.
Dang.
You know, that's what happened. And it's funny that people say like even that was fake. People died. They died. But that was God. That was God to turn his head just how he did. And those bullets, it was a real miracle. And then somebody else to try to attempt 12 hours. He's outside his golf. 12 hours. They knew. I mean, this guy, somebody like is telling inside stuff because for him to go there when he did, because Trump travels through all over the place, everywhere, different time zones. For them to know that he was there that time, that man was out there 12 hours. And then how did he's from Hawaii or wherever he's from? How did he even have the weapon? How you got a rifle and all this stuff? And the last guy tried to get in California rally, tried to get into the rally with fake plates. He had fake IDs, fake passports. He had fake all this stuff. And they stopped him. That was the third person we probably was going to read about. So, but God got him. And no matter what you say, no matter what you do, no matter how many ballots they try to burn, no matter how many illegals that they're trying to allow to decide our president, every American should have a problem with that. That every American should have a problem with that. With trying to allow these people to vote in our elections. Everybody should have a problem with that. And if you don't, it's something wrong with that picture. Because everybody should be like, we don't want these people voting. They shouldn't be voting for our presidents, let alone they in our country. Now, y'all, the judges are trying to allow them to vote in our election. That's why they're here. That's why they're here. That's why they're here. They want them to vote in our elections and decide on our president. And that's not right. That's not right.
Yeah, because if one of the migrants, children, have children here, then they're American citizens.
Yeah, they're trying to change that
So,
law because that's how they try to have their parents and stuff to say. But all this was a plot, and it's not ones that are in office now. This is their doing. It's not the people that came here. Is this administration did all this because it's all about power at the end of the day. You have to ask yourself, why have they allowed this? Why are they doing this? But the worst part of it is that we go along with it. The worst part, we see what's going on. We actually see what they're doing. They don't even try to hide lies. They don't even try to deny anything. We see what they're doing. And we are going right along with it. That's what the problem is. We should be woke by now. We should say this is not what we want. We need, if you're going to have a Democratic candidate, have one that the people choose. I'll hold this on. Did you take your medicine?
Yeah, I just took it.
Okay.
Yeah, but have one that the people actually choose.
Have a candidate. They talking about democracy. Let's have democracy. That they yelling and jumping up and down about.
Mm-hmm.
Kamala ain't doing that. She hasn't. Tell me, can somebody that's supporting Kamala tell me, please, what are her policies? All we hear about Trump and JD answering and Byron, everybody answering about Trump, what Trump is going to do, his policy, the future. Tell me about Kamala, because she's not telling us. Can y'all tell us? I want to know what is Kamala. What are her policies?
Still haven't seen that yet.
You choose. So when did you vote for her, Rosemary? You say you chose her. When was that? Because none of us were able to vote for her. How did you get a vote in?
That's not the question. The question is, are her policies, not what are Trump's policies.
They always say that.
Yeah.
And all we do is answer, that's all we've been talking about is Trump. All you hear about is him. She doesn't talk about anything. Not about the state that she put this country in. She doesn't want to talk about that because she keep on acting like Trump is president. No, she's the sitting vice president. She's in power. She's in power. She's trying to act like she's the one in power. She did this.
You're amazing too. Sounds like working at McDonald's.
I want to know, she hasn't explained. We deserve for her to explain to us. They should hold her feet to the fire. She should be made to explain to us what are her policies. She wants the highest office in the land. Tell us. Tell us without a word salad. Tell us. I want to know I demand to know what are her policies. Why did she open up these borders? She was responsible for them. She said that she wouldn't change anything that Biden has done. Nothing comes to mind. Please explain it to me. She can't even talk without a teleprompter. It's awful. Won't talk more than 20 minutes. Only do softball interviews where people just ask her, how you doing? Tell us about how you going to turn this crap around. Who are you? She's not fit. She's not, I don't even think, huh?
Someone said, but her policy is, hey, black
Oh,
men.
yeah, she changed her accents too. What's her policy?
Someone said her policy is, hey, black men will legalize weed for you.
Isn't that crazy? She's out. She's out because she doesn't know how to be black. She thinks she tries to imitate races that she think how they talk, how they walk, and what they like. Oh yeah, I watch collard greens in the tub. Who talks like that? She's not black. She's doing everything she think black. Say, I like black music, or my mother grew up listening to Stevie Wonder. No Indian woman back when her mother was coming up was listening to no Miles Davis and Stevie Wonder and stuff. That's not even their culture.
Mm-hmm.
She just lying on her mother. That's so sad. Well, she lied about her grandmother too, so that's sad as well. But I want to know, what are her policies? What are Tim Watt's policies? How come he doesn't do interviews? I see J.D. Vance everywhere. Everywhere. Where's Tampon Tim?
Yeah, there's something off about that guy, too. I don't really trust him all that much.
Yeah, where's Tampon Tim? That's her running mate. Yeah, let's go, but let's go where? TL, let's go where? What are her policies?
She's Hawk Swag, girl.
Where is she? What has she done for you? Oh, if you're illegal, she's done a lot for you. But I'm talking to the American citizens that are on here. What has she done? Let me clarify. What has she done for American citizens? That's who I'm talking to. What has she done for American citizens? Because all I know is I got high grocery bills. Yeah, that probably was her coat at the White House.
Someone please.
Next time I go on her website, she all she did was take some of Biden's policies that she doesn't even know. Y'all are crazy. And she just put that up maybe 3 weeks ago. She didn't even have policies in, and all she did was copy and paste Biden. Go on his website and you'll see the same thing. God damn. She should be able to articulate it. That's what she's supposed to be able to do. She's supposed to tell us, talk to us. They always give her a pass. She always get a pass. But they drill Trump like he being questioned by the CIA every interview.
Like someone just said, she put so many people in prison for minor crimes.
Yeah, all the people she put in prison for minor crimes and was trying to get take someone's life. They had the death penalty, and she wouldn't even allow the DNA test until Gavin Newsom stepped in.
You could look that up on YouTube too if you want. Kamala, just look up Kamala jail, and it'll pop up.
She did a lot. She did a lot of terrible things to black people. Nobody black should vote for her. And shouldn't have voted for Biden in that case with his 1994 crime bill with mass incarceration of black men. So both of them have been terrible for the black community. None of us should vote for them. We so blinded and don't, we don't know how to get off the plantation. We just keep hearing the same crap. They only talk to black people when they want to vote. Now they become black. Or in her case, she become black, Latino, Asian, Indian. She become the United Nations. And Biden does that too.
Agenda 47.
Yeah, Gavin Newsom has to go too. He doesn't even want them to show ID. They just want to steal this election. I never believed that before. I never believed it until now. That I see how wicked the Democratic Party is. Democratic Party is wicked.
No, you're on the plantation, and it's time to get off the plantation.
The Democratic Party is wicked, and I didn't realize that until now when I see how the things that they have done to retain power. Yeah, and how you gonna let people that are not citizens vote for our president, and y'all don't have a problem with that? You can't be American. There's no way you're American. It's terrible.
It's really sad. And, a lot of black people are asleep to this and everything they've put us through, like from Joe Biden and then also to her. And Obama did absolutely nothing for the black community.
His agenda was for the alphabet club. And we were so happy. Oh, we got a black president. He got swag. He's articulate, tall, handsome. We just knew he bamboozled all of us. Ain't do a damn thing for us. Nothing for us. It's funny that Trump has done more for black people than all the rest of these people. It's just unimaginable that he's the one.
Yeah.
But the thing about it is that all these people, Democrats, all these actors, all these entertainers, they used to love that man when he was a Democrat. When he ran for president, they all turned on him because now they like, okay, we can't control him. So they turned on him. They turned on him. I hope
nobody's looking for a handout. Like my mom has a BMW. I've made $200,000 at 16. You're saying that to like the wrong people.
Yeah, most definitely. We're not barely making it, but it's not about what we individually have. It's about the people that don't have. It's about the people who are struggling. It's about the people that are having. There are people losing their homes. There are people that can't feed their kids. There are people that are crying online. This one lady said, I work. I only got $15. I do work. I do have a job. I have a good job, but all I have is $15. She was crying online. People online tell me they can't feed their kids. People out here, it might be easy for you, but it's not easy for everyone else. And that's life. You don't have to watch news when you're living life. You're living life. You're running into people that are having difficult times. And that's real. That's real. You know how many people now in the United States are living in vans? You ever heard of van life? There are so many people. You ever heard of so many millions of Americans now that are living in their cars now? They're living in cars. They're living in vans. They're living in RVs. There's a lot of people that can't afford houses. They turn into van life. They can't afford it. And the young people, they can't even afford to get a house. They can't afford it. A lot of young people now, they're living in vans. I'm like, wow, why so many beautiful young girls? Why are they living like that in a freaking van by themselves? It's a lot of people. So everybody's not doing well. Everybody doesn't have like what I have or whatever. But my help coming from the Lord. God said, "Give and shall be given to you, pressed down, push, running over." So as you're a giver, God is going to make sure you're taken care of. And my faith and my trust is in God. God is my provider, Jehovah Jireh. So I depend on God to supply all my needs according to his riches and glory through Christ Jesus. I stand on that. So I've never lacked any good thing. Like you said, the young lion do lack and suffer hunger, but them that see God would not lack any good thing. So he has done exceedingly abundantly in my life because I put God first. God is first. He comes before anyone and everything. God comes first. I'm professing that. God comes first. And all my children, they all went to Christian private school and they're all raised in the church. So God said, train my child in the way she goes, she not depart. So I did my part. I raised them. And as they go out, then, God got his hands on them and keep them. I want to make sure my children are saved. I don't want them going to hell, so, and you shouldn't want that for your children. Or you shouldn't want that for yourself, and I sacrificed. Like it was times I wouldn't buy clothes enough for me because my kids, I'm paying private school tuitions. That's what was more important to me was education and their Christian upbringing. Give them, I believe in them having a foundation. so they carry them. So that's who we are. That's who I am. And I'm an advocate. I'm an activist. I fight for people's rights.
You want to sit down?
No, I'm cool. You need to? Yeah, I've always been like that. I want to help. I'm a helper. I like helping others.
Yo, people in the comments are funny.
Yeah. Y'all have no idea of the voice. It only takes one person to make a difference. And everybody needs to know that. You can make a difference in this world, in this society. I wholeheartedly believe that. There's so many leaders that have already done that. But, some people, you got to let them go. You just got to let them go. Don't waste your time with them. They can't see what's going on. Let them go. Let them go into the abyss. Just let them go. If they can't see what's going on and all that, don't even worry about them. Just let them go. Just let them go. Don't waste your time with them. And that's what we're doing. We're not wasting our time with the nonsense. Let's see the poll. Like 1,851 people have voted in the poll. Let's see what the results are. Okay, 70% of the people said that they're voting for Trump, and 30 people say they're voting for Harris.
More people say on the live stream when you're on it.
Why?
They like what you heard.
Yeah, so we're going to end the poll. I'm going to do another one, but so Trump, no matter what, is leading even in the poll, and that's been so unexpected because people just knew all the the court trials, everything he's been going through, that people would be voting for her, that no matter what, that she could win this. They keep calling him Hitler. They name call him to crazy people try to kill him. They keep telling people, oh, we need to stop him and all that. He's, this is all about democracy. He's going to put us in jail, Project 2025, all that bull crap. All that bull crap. It's terrible, but they've been lying. They all lie, but they've been lying on him. They've been lying, and I had no idea. I really was lost with this. I'm shocked because I'm an advocate. I mean, I'm shocked. They got me. I had no idea that if I knew that this was their agenda to open up that border on day one and to remove his 94 with policies and all of that, the way that they did, I would not have voted for these people. But I'm not going to do it this time. I'm not going to do it this time. Hopefully, those are us who see the truth and that see the truth, that even though these people are undeserving, that we'll drag them along with us because they don't want a better life. They like this bull crap. Mm-hmm. Y'all do not want a better life. Because anybody, you don't have to keep beating me over here. I'm like, look, this is not for me. I like nice things. I like having money. I like being able to do what I want to do. I want to just give all my money to bills, so I want to be able to, illegal immigrants. I want to be able to have savings. I'm not about this nonsense.
The mayor said.
Which mayor?
I think of Chicago.
Oh, you talking about how he wants to give another $300 million for illegal immigrants. Chicago people, they screaming. They are suffering. They have taken all their money. They have taken their kids out of their schools, removed them out of their parks to take care of the illegals. They're doing nothing for the community. And now they're telling the homeowners that they want to tax them enough for $300 million. Increase their taxes probably 800%. Because they need more money to take care of the immigrants. They already done took everything from them. They already spent that already, hundreds of millions on them. And they're going to tell them they're going to increase their housing taxes they need $300 million more from them. Oh, your mom is? Oh, wow.
Wow.
That's deep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is what people are going through that maybe you're not going through it. They're getting free food. You're right. Free food. They telling you nothing for you. That's how I saw one on there, like nothing for you. You get nothing.
Then they give them.
They're emboldened to just tell us nothing for you.
And then the cars they give them so they could buy like food, be having like crazy amount of money when you got homeless people, Americans on the street, veterans on the street.
And believe it or not, I thought that you know what? I really thought the money wasn't there to help out people. I really believed that the money wasn't there. I didn't know that, like when I would go downtown, you know, in the city, in Philly, and they be all on the streets and all of that, I would be, I would be doing all kinds of stuff. Especially like it's brutal on the East Coast. And like if they didn't have shoes, buy them. If they didn't have food, buy them. If they're cold, come into my office. These are the things but that's how we should do. We're supposed to help people. But I didn't know that we had money like this, that we could have helped our people. But now I see what we could have done. And then now I see they're going to take and they're going to do all this for people that are outside this country while our people are still on the streets, especially our vets. They fought for us. They lost limbs. They lost their minds. They lost everything, their families. They lost everyone. And we're not taking care of them. But we taking care of the people that they used to fight against. Make that make sense. The rest of the world is dependent on the United States turning this crap around because we make a difference. The rest of the world are concerned about our election. And they're hoping Trump get in office because some of us are too dumb to realize it. But this is a world thing. This is not just about the United States. This is about the world and world problems.
Somebody said regarding that to just man up. Someone said regarding that just to man up.
So
people are out here on the street.
Yeah, but you know what? One thing about it, you could have everything.
Drugs.
You have everything great. You could have a house one day and lose it the next. You can have a car. You could have your job. What happens when you lose your job? Then someone's going to say those same words to you. Man up. And what happens when you can't find a job and won't nobody hire you? So it's a lot of times we come back to eat our words.
And the point is we could have, with the money we've had, to help the homeless people, Americans on the street, instead of these migrants or illegal immigrants.
It's a lot that we have to do, and it's going to take all of us. And just to let y'all know, they're going to fight, even though the things he wants to do to get us back into world standing and to put America first, they're going to fight him tooth and nail. Everything he does, it's not going to matter how many people these people kill, rape, whatever. Or how many bombs go off they're going to fight him tooth and nail. They're going to be screaming.
For example, look at J.D. Vance's interview with Jake Tapper. They're going to be going at anything he says or anything he does.
They're going to fight him. And like people are saying, most people are 2 paychecks from being homeless. And that's the truth. So y'all want to act like y'all playing games. It's true. I've never seen so many people. It's almost a trend now with people living in vans.
Yeah, Jackson, we need to help our citizens, Americans first. Please vote for Trump.
Vote for Trump.
Yeah, vote for Trump.
Vote for Trump. People are living on the streets. These are Americans. While they're living in luxury hotels. And our people living on the streets. There's something wrong with that picture, people. Fight, fight, fight. But the thing about it, even in Ecclesiastes, I've been poor, I've been rich, I've been sick, all the things. But life is up and down, it's a roller coaster. So thank God if everything is well, thank God. But what happens when that turns around? And I'm glad that people can get a van because I don't want them living on the street. So it's a blessing they could get there. But look how many people are actually living like that. Or in hotels. There's a teenage girl we was watching online, and she's like, I'm a teenager and I'm homeless. Her and her family are homeless. Her own family put them out when they let them get on their feet. It's a lot of homeless people. And she has a beautiful attitude. Yeah. I was almost crying. I'm like, oh my God, this child is so beautiful and so mature for her age.
Yeah, we love that too. J.D. Vance, now he's a Marine, right?
Yeah, he doesn't
Yeah.
take crap.
He doesn't
I
take
didn't like
crap.
him at first. I love him now.
Mhm.
He. You can tell he come from Yale. That's for sure. Down.
Yeah.
He's a beast. Yeah, he's that dude.
He's like, this gonna
He's
be
a
my
soldier.
plane.
I like soldiers, boy. My family, a lot of my family are in the military.
Yeah.
You know, but I like because they got that discipline. They sharp. But the world is
You too.
depending on us to do the right thing here in America. They're depending on us. Don't forget, you guys, to hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Support the channel. We do have Trump shirts. They're $15. That includes shipping and handling. I've been seeing Trump everywhere, online, everywhere.
Someone said Trump must be paying these jerks.
Okay. You don't have to do like Kamala. We do, yeah. Trump not paying nobody. He doesn't have to.
Yeah.
He doesn't. He has to support where she doesn't. She has to ship people in. She got to get, in order to have people at any kind of conference, convention, she has to have an entertainer, a star, a singer. That's the only. They don't come for her. Nobody comes for her. But God is good. I hope all is well with you guys. We've been working on our stream. I got a lot of stuff to do. I just don't know why when we put it up with some of our software, it's just really, we really have to learn how to use it. We've been trying. But we glad you guys have been spending this time with us. But, we have eaten earlier, but this has gotten kind of late.
Yeah.
So
people still are here. We could talk for just a little.
Yeah, you can talk to them. Tell them how you feel. First time voter to convince me about Trump.
Yeah.
I was totally against that dude.
Yeah, she was totally against
Totally.
Because, like, a lot of people were because of the media and stuff. But, I saw Trump and knew he had a plan, and I felt like he was going to do that plan, and he did. And now she's on Team Trump, especially seeing what these Democrats are trying to do. But, yeah. Dang, my arm kind of hurt.
You know what? People are just so funny. You see this crazy person. Don't even entertain it.
Oh yeah, you get crazy people.
God bless you too. Only God knows the number of your days. It doesn't matter your age. You never know when you're taken out of here. Thank you. Yeah, I'm proud of him. I'm really proud of him. It's like, it's just amazing. Like, we can agree to disagree. We don't have to be disrespectful or all of that. It's just an opinion, people. Just an opinion.
Yeah.
And like, everybody here is an independent thinker. Nobody is forcing anyone to go along with what they believe in, and especially like my son, and I have 3 children. So they are all independent thinkers, very intelligent, smart, amazing young people, amazing. So, and I'm proud of all of them. But I hope that you guys, well, I'm sorry you don't have a mom or dad, you really need someone in your life even if you don't have your mom or dad, God, he said, when your mother, father forsake you, he would take you up. So you have a dad. You just got to call on Jesus. That's your father, okay? There's no better daddy than him. None. Mm-hmm. There's no better daddy. So you call on God. He'll be your mother and father. He'll be your mother or father. And some people that say some of the worst things are Christians. And it's sad to say, even some of the people on here, they probably go to church on Sunday or say they're Christian or they believe in God, and they'll say the most hideous and disrespectful things. But that's how the world is now. That's how come Jesus said that. They said, Lord, I did this for you, I did that for you. And he's going to say, I never knew you. I never knew you. But that's how the world is. Everybody can hide behind social media and say what they want to say, but things they wouldn't say to your face. because they cowards. They would never say stuff to your face. You know, most people got something to say. They hide behind people. When you like challenge them, and then they like, oh, I'm sorry, no, I ain't say that. My bad. You know, so. But anyway, thanks for spending your time with us. You know, we love the Lord, and God is first. At the end of the day, however this election turned out, we're going to be all right in this household because we put God first. And like, this is the day the Lord has made, and we shall rejoice and be glad in it. So we're just happy that his hands on us, and our help coming from the Lord, not from people. Not from people. You know, not from people. So people try to look up to man and they rely on men, but it's not about that. It's about, you know, who you're serving. At the end of the day, this life we have, God said, is a vapor. It's a vapor. You think that we think if you live to 100 years old, wow, they old, but 100 years compared to eternity, to trillions of years, you're a baby. This is baby time. You're a baby. In the biblical times, they used to live like 800 years.
Someone said in this community you should run for office.
I've thought about it many times. I
That'd
deal
be
with a
awesome.
lot of politicians. I've supported, I've campaigned, I've spoken on behalf of politicians. I've done a lot of that. You know, I'm in leadership. I'm a legislative director. You know, so I do a lot, and I speak out in large audiences and things like that. I've done, you know, all of that. So you for president, you know, but you know, thank you, got your vote. And Lee, do your diligence and read some more, you know, yeah.
Yeah, Gail, another black person that's lost.
It's okay, you know, the truth will set them free one day, you know. So, you know, some people are just blinded to the truth. Like I could see something one way 4 years ago. I saw things entirely different than I do now. So some people are just not open-minded. They just stuck. They stuck in their ways, and they just refuse to look at things, you know, from another perspective, like expand their minds. So
Thank you.
yeah.
Yeah, but I guess they want more expensive groceries, more high gas prices, more illegal immigrants that's literally killing people. They just want more of that.
Yeah, well, they'll find out one way or another, either the easy way or the hard way. But I just wish that, like, long as I'm not a part of it, you know, let your decisions affect your life. That's all.
Trump did all that.
Trump. 2024, but he's going to win this election because God is in control, not man. It's okay. Well, anyway, you guys, thanks for joining us. We'll probably go live sometime tomorrow or later on. So I hope you like, share, and subscribe to this video. And we're going to see you on another stream. God bless all of you. I pray all of you are well. You know, we're all one, and we love all of you. You know, this is just conversation. It's not that serious. So don't get all, you know, uptight about everything, because life is too short. You know, and don't worry about people that have a different opinion or want to, because they weak. They want to call you names and just say things because they want to get a rise out of you. Don't fall for the okie doke.
Gail, you should look up the 1994 crime bill, and also mainly look up what Kamala has done to black people and how she put them in prison for for minor crimes, and put one black guy in jail.
Oh yeah, you guys, I didn't know about that. They say have people turn on notifications too. Okay, you guys, we got to start studying that. We didn't know. But anyway, don't let anybody like push your buttons. They, you know, they win.
Not true.
They win. Oh, not. They win when they think that, you know, they have, pushed a button.
Some people just don't want to know the truth, or they won't accept the truth. It's like,
that's how it is, but that's okay. Where are you? I'm trying to find you. Okay, you guys, so we're calling it a night. God bless all of you, and we'll be talking to you soon.
I know all that. Then why are you still for them? It's like, why are you still for them? Never said Trump is a savior to anyone.
No, this
Jesus
Jesus is
Christ
the
is our savior. You're not for Trump, but it's like you're for someone who's done black people
demonic.
terribly and demonically, you could say. You know, he's a liar. That's what everybody says. But it's like, have a great night, Chevy. Okay, of course I know Jesus. Okay, we're ending the stream now.
Okay, have a good one.